Now, this year I had another vision, a vision of the Victorian mansion. And I saw this beautiful Victorian mansion. It was pristine, it was majestic, it was red, white, and blue. The house was white, the shutters were red, the trim and the porch was blue, and there was a beautiful flag, American flag, hanging on a pole on the left side of the entrance there. And it was just a perfect day. It was the most, I mean, it was like California weather where I mean, it was just perfect. It was a beautiful day. And I saw it was surrounded as an expansive lawn. It was perfectly manicured. And it had huge old live oak trees. And they were at least 200 years old. They were old trees. You could tell they had been there a long time. How many of you know America's been here about a little over 200 years? Yeah. So there was a flag flying out front. And then suddenly I zoomed in. Suddenly I zoomed in like I went under the house. It was like, you've seen a movie where I zoomed in and the Lord said, "Watch, all is not as it seems." And as I went in, it's like I went into the inside of the wood. I could see it. And it was, and what it looked like a horror movie. What I saw was on the inside of this house, it was filled with millions and millions of termite-looking creatures. But they looked demonic. They were chewing. It was like armies of them. They looked like demons, and they were eating this house out from the inside. The Lord had said to me when I was standing there, "This is the United States of America." I said, "It looks perfect." But then when I looked on the inside, I saw it was being devoured. And then the house suddenly cracks right down the middle. It goes like that. And it falls in on itself. And it was still standing, but it shuddered, and it cracked all the way from the front to the back. And then the house sagged and leaned inward, but it remained standing. And the Lord said, "This is the first collapse." Then there was a second collapse. Cracks started appearing on the exterior walls. Only about 5 minutes later, very short amount of time, these demonic-looking termites started pouring out of these cracks by the thousands and millions. I mean, it was so many. It was like the worst horror movie. It was horrible. I wanted to throw up, And then it seemed like almost no time the house collapses on itself. The walls fell, the roof sank. I mean, the roof crashed, really. And the walls held out for some time, though no longer straight. They were at a 45-degree angle. And then these termite creatures completely covered the exterior. You couldn't even see it. And then there was a final collapse. The whole house just imploded on itself in a heap of ruins. It looked then like a massive anthill. You couldn't even see it anymore. The Lord said to me, "America is being eaten from within. Its days are numbered. There are 3 parts of its financial collapse. The first crack in the foundation happened in September of 2008. The collapse of the walls is the second drop in the dollar, soon to come. This vision is about the economic collapse of America. The dollar will lose 30% more of its value. Then the whole financial system will crumble, and all of America's wealth will be devoured. But during this terrible time, I will visit America again. A third great awakening will come, but the days of America's glory and beauty will never again be seen as they were. My judgment shall come swiftly upon all those that have turned their backs to me." So that was the vision that I had seen earlier this year.